Everybody, I don't know if we're going to get this live stream today because there seems to be a problem with the connection just now, and I don't know why. It was fine just before we went live, and everything is turned off. So I'm just going to test this just now. If you can bear with me a second. Let me know in the comments if you can see and hear me okay. I can see you live, currently FX. Is everything okay? It's not kind of going down and up. I can see you all well, but music in the background okay. Right, so I'll turn that off. And I'll do some other stuff. Music is loud in voice, okay, music, somebody's saying, perfect mate, okay, right, I'll try again, and just to see if this is working, I'll just refresh it. I just need to test the sound settings. It's going up and down for me, but if you can see and hear me okay, I'll just continue as is. Saying all good. Okay, so it must be kind of on my end. I don't know why it's kind of showing. It's saying on YouTube it's a really bad connection as well. Music on. Okay, we'll continue, and if it goes down, it kind of goes down. I'll just keep an eye on the chat just to see if it is going down. Okay, so welcome to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Altseason, and today we'll be looking at what the hell's gone on this week. Where can we expect Bitcoin to go? And we'll be looking at some altcoins to buy after the crash as well, and I'm going to be looking at it in a different kind of way. I'm going to be looking at 2x's, 5x's, 10x's and 10x plus. We'll kind of define it that way, and looking at altcoins that way as well. I'm just going to switch off stuff in the background as well. Roy is in. Good to see you, Roy. Only you can get me out of bed at 2 AM to watch a live 3 weeks in a row now. I appreciate you. Go Kishu. Kishu has started moving as well, which is fantastic. Really good to see that, Roy. So just go down some of the people that are in the chat just now, and thanks for being with me. We have Keg is in. Good morning to you. Good to see you, buddy. Mark Ennis is in the house. Welcome to you. Brilliant to see you. Richard Cooper is back with us. Piff Rider is in. Gordy Boy is here. Newman Lord is in the house. Chris from Edinburgh is in. Johan Curly FX. We'll just get to the comments in a second, and G-Slick has joined us as well, so good to see you all here as well. Got Girara Jones, Brundle 25, Rob Fiddler is in the house as well, so we've got a good few people in the house as well, which is good to see. Okay, let's jump right over to the markets. What the hell is going on in the markets just now? So just go to CoinGecko. Okay, so we can see here the overall market capitalization is down to $1.8 trillion just now, and Bitcoin is currently sitting at 40,167. It might be different from 40,400, so it's going up slightly just now. And who's the biggest winners and losers over the last 24 hours? Monero has gone up, XMR, Helium has gone up 21%, Tailcoin, SafeMoon, Stacks. A lot of them will have bounced back up just now. What's the kind of losers just now? Waves, Internet Computer, Polygon, Shiba Inu, Thorchain, Sushi, Phantom, all down as well. So it's going to be a choppy, I think it's going to be a really choppy weekend, this weekend, with all the alts. And everybody's got their eyes on Bitcoin just now to see what is going to happen with Bitcoin. And I'm going to share what I think is going to happen. And it's just my opinion, obviously. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on. Just my opinion, but I'll let you know kind of what I think is going to happen as well. So what I think has happened as well over the last couple of days, we've seen the Bitcoin crashing all the way down to around about $30,000. We've seen that happening quite clearly. Obviously, it's been exacerbated by the FUD, the China FUD that's out there. The same old shit they've been pulling for the last 4 or 5 years, saying they're going to ban it, and they banned it. They hadn't actually banned it, but it was just old stories. So FUD, fear, uncertainty and doubt, and all the FUDs that created the FUD as well. So that kind of exacerbated it. It wasn't a cause for it. Elon Musk was not the cause for Bitcoin falling, because everybody was saying Elon Musk has kind of crashed the market. It did crash the market at all. What happened was it just exacerbated the situation. And I think it's the derivatives market, that's what's kind of going on here. If you're leverage trading 100x and things start to go down, there's going to be a cascading effect whereby everything is going to fall down. So if you think about it, this is what I believe has kind of crashed the markets, and why I don't think leverage trading, well, I've got mixed opinions on leverage trading, to be honest. But I don't think leverage trading is necessarily a good thing. I think you should have a certain amount of experience to do leverage trading, but where do you draw the line for experience? 1 month, 2 months? People learn quicker than others as well. So in this kind of market, it's a free and open market. We should have leverage trading, and we should let people decide whatever they want to do is what they're going to do. And this is what crypto is all about. But we have to understand, if we've got leverage trading up to 100x leverage trading, then we're going to get this volatility. And if we've got this volatility, it makes it harder for the kind of institutions to come in and stabilize the likes of Bitcoin, what's happening in the crypto markets just now. So that's what puts a lot of institutions off. I know institutions are kind of already in crypto just now, and the more they buy Bitcoin, the more stability there is going to be in the market. But right now we've got this leverage trading. It is what it is. We have to kind of deal with it. But I feel that's what's caused the market crash. If you think about it, if you put in 1 Bitcoin worth and you do 100x leverage trading on it, then that 1 Bitcoin, you're really trading with 100 Bitcoin. That's really what you're saying. So 1 Bitcoin is $40,000. 100 Bitcoin is $4 million. That's how much you're really trading with. So you're putting a bet on that Bitcoin is going to go up. So you're leverage trading Bitcoin, saying I think it's going to go up. But the thing is, with 100x leverage, you're only looking for tiny percentages to get big gains. And this is why it's so attractive to everybody as well, because you're looking for tiny percentages. If you get 0.5% on 100x leverage, you're going to get half a Bitcoin back. You're going to get $20,000 back. That's what's going to happen if you close out the trade after it going up 0.5%. Now 0.5% of $40,000 is $200 if I've got my maths right. So you only look for Bitcoin going up $200. You can see in the markets today that Bitcoin has been up and down by about $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000. So imagine what happens if a lot of people are liquidated. So imagine you put 1 Bitcoin in, say at $40,000. You want it to go up, you put 100x leverage trade on, so you've got $4 million worth of trade on it, and it doesn't go up, it comes down by 4%. You're liquidated. You're out the game. You're liquidated, but there's so many other people liquidated as well. And then there's a cascading effect where Bitcoin price goes down, because once you're liquidated, that's it. You've kind of lost that Bitcoin, and it just kind of crashes all the way down. And that's what's happened with all the exchanges as well, who have got leverage trading, and people couldn't get on to sell. So that kind of exacerbated it even further, just made it worse. So we had a big, huge waterfall effect, and this is why it went down to $30,000. That's what I think has happened here. So it's not about the FUD, because FUD can't move a market. We should not let the likes of Elon Musk. See, the thing is, crypto is about losing the control that the banks have over us and the kind of governments have over us, and all this kind of crap, the control, we're controlled on a daily basis. We want to stop that control, and we want to take back control. That's what crypto is about. So we are then saying, okay, we're giving control to one man to control the markets by letting a couple of tweets crash the whole market by 700 billion or $1 trillion, whatever it was. That's not the case. And thank goodness it's not the case, because I was thinking when it kind of first happened, I thought surely not. People are not that stupid that they let one man's opinion or one man's tweet control the markets. Yes, it's an influencer society we kind of live in just now, and people are influenced by these kind of people like Elon Musk, but he's not the culprit here. The culprit here is leverage trading. And it's not necessarily the culprit, it's just people who are doing the leverage trading. That's just a tool that's been given to people that don't really know kind of what they're doing, or they just kind of over leverage, and I think that's what's happened here. And let me know your thoughts on that, and let me know what you think. Just see if we're still up and running. Rob Fiddler, thanks to CYT Group for the bunny shout. If you want to join a group, there's a link down below. Everything is free now. I used to do ads on this channel. I used to do kind of calls for the premium group members at $37 a month. I don't do that. It's all free. There's no ads on this channel as well. So it's all free. If you want to donate, you can donate as well. That'll be fantastic. Bitcoin just made a dip on the weekly chart. I'm going to be looking at that. Keep calm and buy the dips on altcoins weekly chart. Yes. So we'll be looking at that as well, Dual. And you know, Bitcoin mining moving to Texas apparently. Bitcoin mining, that narrative about kind of Bitcoin using energy is a lot of shit as well. And I think Big Boy Crypto did a whole segment on the energy kind of thing as well. I've not actually seen it yet. I know he was going to do it. SPL Studios, good to see you here, mate. Newman Lord, meme coins disrupt the market, quick rich schemes. It does disrupt the market. If you've been in this game for a while, you see the meme coins as just a way of making money, so you can put into the other coins as well. That's what I'm going to be talking about. Sergi is in the house. PokerStar listed on Binance. Might be a nice opportunity. PokerStar, I don't know if the launch pads, they're not dead. I wouldn't say they're dead, but I think the business model is dead, definitely. We've got now No Way USA is in the house. Welcome to you. Be Free is in. XRP, we'll be looking at that. Still live and okay. Pip Rider, good. Thanks for that. Verasity, we'll be looking at that as well. Okay, so we'll look at the charts just now. So Bitcoin, here's what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin. We're up to $40,170 just now. We'll just kind of get rid of that there. So if you're a member of my group, you kind of know what I think is going to happen here anyway. So we did have support at 45,000. We had support at 42,500. We kind of broke down that when everything kind of went to shit, and the whole market crashed, basically. And this was one of the worst crashes I've seen, and I've been in since 2016. It was one of the worst I'd seen because of everything that was going on as well, and because of the ferocity of this kind of crash as well. So it was one of the worst I'd kind of seen, but I knew there was no fundamental basis to this as well. So it's the first time I didn't panic. Back in March 2020, I kind of thought, well, this is it. The market is going to go down even further, and I sold everything, which was the most stupid thing to do, because I would have been up by millions just now had I not kind of panicked and sold everything back in March 2020. And that's when I got out of the game. I thought, I'm just not meant to do crypto. But this time I was totally calm. When I seen the crash, I thought, okay, there's going to be opportunities here. So I took some profits that I'd made from MemePad. I kept them to the side and started trading on the bounce up as well, the likes of Sol, Ethereum, on the big ones, Sol, Ethereum, and a couple of others as well. So what I think is going to happen here, we've got support just now at $30,500. And if you're looking towards a TA, I don't think you can go far wrong with just looking at supports area. The support areas are going to stand you in good stead, and the crossovers as well. Really like the crossovers with the 7 EMA and the 21 EMA, and that's the exponential moving averages, which has bases more of the kind of cost or the price of it on the last price. So it's not a moving average as such, as an exponential moving average as well. So I like that, and I like the crossovers. So these are the crossovers I'm talking about, this red and green line. We crossed down, the 7 EMA crossed down over the 21 EMA at $56,000. That kind of told us as well that something's going on, and this is on the daily. There's something's going on, and that was probably a good time to get out of Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin or go short on it, whatever you're doing. And that was the case, and it happened. You can see it all the way along here. If you go all the way along Bitcoin, if you just look at the 7 EMA crossing over the 21 EMA, you'd have done well. Just trading just on the EMAs. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people decry me for doing that or looking at that, but it does work. I feel it does work. So we've not had a cross back up over there. So what we do if we want to see, okay, where's Bitcoin going and want to see if it's going to go back up, we kind of come down, we look at the 4 hourly, this is on the daily, it's not crossed back up over. So we'd look on the 4 hourly, I'd say to say, okay, things are starting to change. If the 7 EMA crossed over the 21 EMA, it's not done that. If we look at the hourly, it's probably going to cross over in and out a couple of times, but you can see on the hourly it's kind of going sideways just now. But I just think there's a lot of downward pressure at the moment for Bitcoin. And because of this elastic nature of what's happened, I don't know what else you would call it, I've just called it this kind of elastic nature. But we fell from 45,000 all the way down. If we take this volume off, we discount the volume altogether, all the way down to $29,908. That's a big drop. So if you think of a bungee jump almost, the elastic kind of nature of bungee jump, and you can see it over a bridge and you're kind of down below is the river. So you jump off the bridge with your bungee cord and you reach all the way down to the river. That's the $29,908. It bounces back up. It doesn't come back up to the bridge again, but almost there, maybe 80% up. Bounce back up, and that's exactly what's happened. It's bounced back up here by 40. It's went up 43% from where it was at 29,800. And what happens after that? The bungee just goes down again, starts going down again. I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have that kind of bungee effect, but not necessarily a bad thing. So I think from here and over the weekend, I think what's going to happen is we could still go up to 44,000, but I think we've kind of hit that area already of 43,000, and we're going to start to come down from here. And we'll go up and down, and this is kind of over the weekend. And we'll probably hit 30,000 again. I wouldn't say we're going there. We'll probably hit, I would imagine, 34,000 to 33,000. And then it'll start to go up from there. And after that, after we've got that, I think we're going to start to go up. Once we're at that kind of 33,000 area, or 34,000, I think we'll start to see a rise. We'll break through the 45,000 resistance, previous support, but resistance. We'll break through that, and then we'll start going up. We'll break through the $50,000, and we'll start to go to all-time highs towards the end of the year. That's what I feel is going to happen over the weekend. But that's just my opinion. Now, I said this last night in the group when Bitcoin was round about the 43,000 area, and almost immediately, I'm not saying it's nothing to do, it wasn't anything to do with me, it was just coincidence, but almost immediately it would start to come back down to around about the 39,000 area. I think I'd said on the video in the group that it was when it was about 43,000, we're going to start coming down. And that's what happened, but we've kind of been bouncing back up and down. Traditionally over the weekend, Bitcoin goes down. Traditionally. It's not to say it is gonna, but that's what I feel is going to happen with Bitcoin. Now, if we're looking at Bitcoin, we're really talking about the whole market, because the whole market is looking towards Bitcoin just now and just saying, okay, what's going to happen? And they're making the decisions on their altcoins based on the Bitcoin price. That's what's happening just now. So I think that's what's going to happen. I wouldn't say this is a panic, anything to panic about. If you're holding just now, if you're holding altcoins just now, I wouldn't say this is a time to sell. If you've got some good long-term holds, definitely I would just keep on holding, unless you want to risk it and sell them and buy them back cheaper. It is a risk because Bitcoin could go up from here. You don't know. It could go back up. So if you've got a long-term one that you're holding, just hold it. I've got Verasity. I'm just holding Verasity. I'm not going to sell it. I don't see the point in selling it. Mainly, obviously, it's in a wallet as well, and it takes 3 days if you're going to unstake it. So staking at 25%, why would I sell it? Just to try and catch a few points on it. So if you're holding altcoins for the long term, I wouldn't panic. If you're just trading just now, it might be good to put some money to the side, some USDT to the side, and start buying some of the bigger alts that I'm going to show you in a second here as well, and start making money that way as well. But currently Bitcoin is 40,337. We'll go on the 4 hourly. Trading sideways just now. 4 hourly kind of told us to sell at 58,000 with a crossover. If you see on a 4 hour late that Bitcoin is crossing up over the 70 EMA, crosses up over the 21 EMA, and that's confirmed with a few bars. And by that I mean not just a single crossover, because it could come back down quickly. So you want a few bars, a few candlesticks into it. And once it does cross over, just for confirmation. And that's when you say, okay, Bitcoin could be going up from here. But you might get a lot of in and outs of that as well, which you can see here. So it crossed down over, went up over, crossed down over, kind of going sideways. So you might get a lot of that just now until Bitcoin settles. So yeah, let me know what you think about that as well. Ajirara is saying, yeah, 2 AM here as well. Excellent. Donald 25 is in. And Newman Lord is saying market manipulation again. And thanks to see, oh, that, right, I've seen these already. Adib Vin is in the house. Welcome to you. Good to see you here. One of our brown admins is in the house as well. We've got a couple of admins in. Chris was in as well. Just have a wee look. Bitcoin just made a dip. Okay, I've seen that already. Some of the ones are coming through from before. Have you looked at Troy? I haven't looked at Troy for a while, actually, for a good year. In this crash, a good thing, healthy for the market, so it can recover and go high. Yes, I believe it is a good thing, to be honest. Because what was happening before, what was happening is that a lot of newbies were coming in, and they're going, this is brilliant, I'm making money. I just put $1,000 in and I made $10,000 on a meme coin. And then they put that $10,000 into something else and they're making 50,000, and they're thinking, oh, this is dead easy. But this crash is just a reminder just to say, hold the bus, things are not that easy. They're not as easy as you think they are. So this would have kind of been a wake-up call for a lot of newbies as well. If anyone believes the tweets about a coordinated dump, then we're going to 70k. God boy. Yeah, I've seen that as well. There was a tweet on the 4chan. That was this. I find this really intriguing, actually, saying, okay, this is Bitcoin is going to dump. This was the night before. Bitcoin is going to dump to around about the 25k area. Subsequently did. And they said it was a coordinated kind of effort to dump it, to try and get somebody out of the markets, to try and liquidate them out of the markets. But then there's another one after that as well, just to say they're going to do the same again. Bitcoin's going to go down to 25k at 7 AM UTC yesterday. That didn't come about, but I don't know if that was somebody else. So I don't know. But could Bitcoin get to 70k? There's no question that Bitcoin's going to go to 70k. I don't think it's going to go up right now. But we'll see. You never know. You never know. This is just an opinion. But I do feel after this weekend, this is when we start to kind of stabilise and we start going back up again for Bitcoin. And it's just that elastic, the bungee effect, I think. Just hold, don't panic. Still early stages, very early stages, yeah. Start of altcoin bull run, I think. I've been saying that for a while, to be honest. But yeah, something's got to kick off, and it is going to be kicked off. But Friday, how do you think MemePad will handle the drop that comes soon? I think it'll go down again, MemePad. I think it'll go down again, but another opportunity to get back in if you're into MemePad as well. And as I said, I did make a good amount of money from MemePad. I didn't sell at the top, but I used that money and kept it to the side and traded a little when the crash happened, and I'm going to do the same again over the weekend as well. Okay, so what I want to look at just now is what I've been looking at with regards to what happens, what coins do you buy after a crash like this. So if we think about it and we think, okay, what we're looking to do here, you have to have a plan with what you want to do. So my plan is I've got a kind of I've got a trading pot and I've got a pension pot. So in my pension pot, I've got Ethereum. I'm going to keep that. It's going to be there for the next 2.5 years until I can officially retire. I'm never going to retire because I love what I do. The writing books and doing crypto and my other kind of business stuff as well. Love it, never retire. Don't see the point in retiring, but that's just me. It keeps me kind of fresh and kind of feeling alive all the time. I just love what I do. So that's my retirement pot. The other pot is my kind of trading pot. That's what I've got, this kind of trading pot. I'm looking to get that to $1 million. So that's my plan. So what do you do with a plan? Like if you're coming in and you've got $1,000, then you're going to start looking for the projects that could potentially 100x. There's going to be a lot of research, it's going to be a lot of work, it's going to be a lot of watching YouTube videos, looking at Twitter, doing a lot of research. But if you find a 100xer, then you're doing good. You're sitting pretty $1,000 in. If it does 100x, and you've seen a lot of kind of projects 100xing, if it does, you're up to $100,000. But once you get to that $100,000, what do you do after that? Then you start looking for the 10xers or the 20xers. So you're not doing it. You're not playing a riskier or as risky game as you were when you first got into the markets with $1,000. Now I'm not saying you're up to $100,000, but even $10,000. If all you did was look for something that was going to double, and then you kept on moving your coins, if you went in with $10,000 and you kept on getting out after $1,000, after $10,000. So imagine you bought Solana at say $20, and you put $10,000 in, and it doubles to $40. You take that $40,000 out, put it into the likes of Cardano if it wasn't up already, and you wait on that going 100%. So that 40,000, that 20,000 goes up to 40,000. 40,000 then goes up to 80,000, 80 to 160, 160, 320, 320 to 740, 740, 1.5 million. 7 trades and you're at $1 million from 10,000. If all you're doing is looking for kind of 100%ers, that's doubles. That's all you're doing. So if you did it and looked at it that way and had a plan just to do that, and there's something we did a couple of years ago that we kind of tried that, but the market kept on falling. We were doing it in a bear market and it just doesn't work in a bear market. In a bull market, it works nicely. So if that's all you did, is 7 trades from $10,000 to $1 million. Not as easy as it sounds. Obviously, with a crash like this, you're kind of scuppered almost straight away. But once you start making money, you start looking for the 10x or so. This is just some of the ones I'm looking at just now that are potential 10x plus. So I've got this portfolio here that 10x plus 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 I've got, and this is the kind of crypto gems I'm kind of looking at. So Cartesi, I think, could easily kind of 10x plus. So that's a market capitalization of 274 million just now. Cartesi could go up. QuickSwap is in there at 155 million. Verasity is there at 135 million market capitalization just now, and that's one of my biggest bags. I think that's going to 10x plus, and that alone could make me $1 million in that trading pot. HTR, Hather, 10x, I think, easily. So these are the kind of ones you're looking at and saying, could this 10x? Have they got some backing behind them? Have they got a good team? Have they got some track record as well? And all these have. These ones have. Taylor is going to come back again. I think that's another 10x. Alchemist, if you've been looking at that, who's the kind of CYT-Crypto talks about Alchemist quite a lot, so watch his videos, some brilliant videos. He's a brilliant YouTuber, no matter what you think about him, he's a brilliant YouTuber. So his research is just second to none. And Federal Reserve, a 10xer as well. I'm just going to go down. Rev, I think in the future, definitely a 10xer. Modify, that's down to $2.54. It did go up to $4 at one point, but it's down with the crash. $2.54, easily, I'd say a 20xer for Modify. Morpheus Labs, Zero Exchange at 8 cents just now. That's just incredible. I don't know if these are kind of up to date. I'm checking them this morning. So Zero Exchange, yeah, it's still 8.5 cents. It's went up over the last hour. Graphling looks good as well. So there's some brilliant ones out there. They're going to be fantastic. If you've got any questions on this as well, let me know. High Performance Blockchain, been out for a couple of years now. I still think that could blow at any point just now. I've not checked into them in the last couple of months, to be honest. OIN Finance, that is definitely going to be a 10xer. Jupiter, another 10xer easily. And this is 10xer, 10x plus plus plus. So we're talking 10x, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50x. Phoenix Dow looks brilliant as well, 5 million market cap. Unbelievable when you look at this. Royal looks good. Pokerbridge, Beholder. And these are just ones. ETH Address was one from a couple of years ago. I remember the ICO coming out for that. Never really done much since, so that could go anytime. Butterfly Protocol, EXRT network as well. So there's some brilliant ones there, and I'll put a link down below just to show you kind of what I'm looking at just now. I share it in the group a lot as well. I'll do some calls, a lot of calls in the group as well, although not as much. So you can join the group down below as well. I'll just go back to chat. Also holding Mod, yep, bullish on VRA. Juggalosh, also Mod is a really good one, I think. Agree about Chico, very clever. Something about BitBoy, I struggle. So BitBoy, I think, is really enthusiastic, and I do like what he does. I just like him as a person as well. I think he'd just be good to go for a pint with. And if you think somebody would be good to go for a pint with, then that's kind of half the battle. It's just a feeling. But do I think he's manipulative and kind of all this stuff that a lot of people are listening? No, I don't think so, to be honest. I like watching BitBoy Crypto. Really enthusiastic about the space. Yeah, he's big on Ethereum as well, obviously. How much is needed to make $1 million with VRA? 5k. If you had 5k, what you're looking at, you need to 200x with 5k. So 100x would be 500k. 200x, I don't think it's going to 200x. You're talking about 100x. 10x is $1 billion. 100x is $10 billion. 200x is 20 billion. You never know, to be honest. 5k for Verasity. 20x, we're not talking this year. I wouldn't say it's going to 20x this year. I said it was going to go to $3. I think it's going to go to $3 eventually. And I kind of put charts up to say, well, it could go up to $3 by July, this coming July. Didn't really believe that, but I just kind of projected where it was heading just now. Obviously, that's kind of broken down just now, but I do think it's $1. Obviously, we'll see $1. I think we're going to see $1 this year for Verasity, which is a 33x from here. But I do think, what I think is going to happen with Verasity, my honest opinion, and there's nothing to base this on whatsoever, I think what's going to happen is they're going to bring out a couple of announcements this year sometime. The first announcement is going to be that they've got on to Huobi Singapore, or Huobi, and they're going to be listed on Huobi. I think that's what the first thing that's going to happen. Second thing, I think they're going to say, okay, we're going to be listed on Binance. I think Binance are going to relist them. They were before, I believe. So I think Binance are going to list them. So that alone will take up to 10, 20, 30 cents. And then I think they're going to come up with 3 big major partnerships in the kind of advertising space and the esports space as well. So I think that's what's going to happen with Verasity. But there's absolutely nothing to base that on. So it's just my opinion, just my spidey senses, if they can ever be trusted. Busy, only getting on here now. Gene, good to see you, mate. Human Lord, Zil, SHR, VRA, NIM, Troy, all good ones. Zilica's good, like Sharing as well, VRA, Verasity obviously. Nimik, good, Troy, I've never checked in a couple of months now. And B3, BTC or Ethereum. Ethereum for me, I don't have any Bitcoin just now. Ethereum for me is because it's going to underpin everything in the DeFi space. People talk about the DeFi space, but if we really kind of researched it and looked at it, DeFi is decentralized finance. That's what it stands for. We all know that. But Ethereum is going to underpin decentralized finance. Now, if you think about the bigger picture and look at what decentralized finance is going to do, decentralized finance is going to get rid of banks. Essentially, that is what it's going to do. It's going to get rid of the need for banks. It's going to get rid of the need for centralized kind of loan companies, for building societies. You're on mortgage. You're going to get your mortgage on DeFi soon. You're going to get it on the blockchain. You will be buying you will be getting your mortgage on the blockchain very, very soon. I'm saying very soon, but very soon, comparatively speaking. So I'd say in 5 years, in the next 5 years, when you go for a mortgage, you'll be looking at rates of 0.5% for a mortgage, or even lower than that, to get the loans, and you'll be getting it on the blockchain as well. You have to have collateral there as well, and part of that collateral will be obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, and kind of some of the other cryptos, but you'll still have cash as well, so be banks, so be linked as well. So there's going to be a kind of crossover, a bridge, before it goes fully kind of decentralized and on the blockchain. So if you think that DeFi is going to overtake, is going to take over, and the billions of dollars that's kind of in the mortgage markets just now, it's going to take over that market, it's going to take over the banking system, it's going to take out the loan system, everything to do with kind of finance, insurance as well is another big thing as well. That's when you see the scope of where Ethereum could go. And that's when you go, holy shit, if Ethereum is going to be the platform that DeFi is going to use, and that's what everybody's building on just now. Although Solana's coming up, Cardano's coming up, Polkadot's coming up, obviously on the chains as well. I think once the ETH 2.0 comes out, everybody's going to be on Ethereum. DeFi is going to really kick in. And that's when you're going to see Ethereum overtake Bitcoin. You're going to see it overtaking the number one spot on Bitcoin, probably briefly, but I think it could happen. Might even be this year sometime. That's how big I am on Ethereum. If you look at the scope, if you look at the bigger picture of where Ethereum could go, that's when you say, holy shit, this is worth buying just now at $3,000. So if you look at kind of Ethereum just now, $2,755. I think we'll be looking back at this and going, oh my God, look at this. And I kind of bought it down to 2,100. I was trading it and I'm going to buy more, but I've got it in my kind of pension pot, so I'm not bothered about holding it just now. Because I've got the 2-year hold or the 2.5-year hold, or it's 2 years, 9 months and 15 days and 6 hours or something. But 2,756 for Ethereum. We've got support there, around about 2,500. I do think over the weekend we're going to fall again to maybe 2,200 and then come back up again in line with Bitcoin. It's Bitcoin just now. Bitcoin's going up just now. So, but I do think it's going to fall. Maybe that's just wishful thinking to kind of trade more or get some more. But if you look at the bigger picture and think that Ethereum is going to be the basis or the foundation of everything DeFi, then that's when you know, oh shit, Ethereum is going to be huge. And that's when you can say $10,000 easily for Ethereum by the end of the year, 15,000 probably, 20,000 possibly. Is it going to be 50,000 in a couple of years? There's no question, I think. ETH 2.0, I don't think a lot of people realise the scope of what that's going to do for Ethereum. And we'll get back to chat. Dual, thank you very much for the £4.99 donation. Really appreciate that. Please could you take a look at VID, Datalink, Low Cap Gem on Binance. Great show. Thank you very much. I will take a look at that in a second. I just want to look at a couple of other things first. Zero Swap or Zero Exchange, which is best? I don't know. Zero Exchange, I'm kind of looking at. That's Zero.exchange. Akita Shiba, FEG, and Futures. This is the kind of meme coins we're talking about. I think meme coins are here to stay as well. So the meme coins have done brilliantly. I've made a lot of money from meme coins as well. I think I will continue to make a lot of money from meme coins as well. However, I don't think you're going to see the 50,000% X's or the 50,000 X's that we've seen with the likes of Shiba Inu and Kisha Inu. Kisha Inu I still think is going to go up. Just now I still think we've got at least 100, 200, 300% for Kisha Inu. I think they're going to be listed on a big exchange soon, not Binance, but I think another big exchange. I think they've just been listed on Gate.io actually. So they'll be going up as well, Kisha Inu, from this morning. So with the meme coins, you're not going to see the big 50,000 X's that we've seen before, but it's going to be scaled back, I think. I think what we're going to see, you're still going to see 100, 200, 300, 500 X's. And that is still extremely attractive. It's just not going to be the Shiba Inu days where you put in $1,000 and you become a millionaire within the space of 2 weeks. I don't think that's going to happen, but you're still going to see 100x, 200x, 300x's. And people will be more discerning with regards to the meme coins as well. And I think it's part of the ecosystem, it's part of this kind of free trading that we've got just now as well, just like leverage trading. A lot of people are saying, and I think it's crypto snobs, and I don't know why we're crypto snobs, we're all here to make money at the end of the day. We're here originally for the tech, for the idea, and for the concept behind what crypto is doing. So we got into crypto. It wasn't just a lot of us will be. It was just to make money, but I was attracted to it way back at the beginning because I didn't have a clue about Bitcoin, and then I seen what it could do, what it could free us from untether us, if you will, from the banks, from the government, from the control, from all that. That's originally why I got into it. And then when I seen you could make money, I thought, this is amazing. And then when I seen you could lose money, I think, oh, this is shit. But I think that's why we're in crypto in the first place. And I can't remember where I was going there with that, but yeah, meme coins, that was it. So it's to make money. So as long as when you do the meme coins and you're making money with the meme coins, take money out, take your original out. If you put, say, $1,000 in and it goes up and it's worth $3,000, take original $1,000 out and let the rest run, or just take it out and put it into another meme coin if you're going to do that, and let it run. And that's kind of what I've been doing, but I want to make this these money in the likes of Verasity, put it in the likes of Modify, in the likes of Zero, kind of others as well. So meme coins, here to stay, I think. People are just going to be more discerning, I think, because a lot of people have been rug pulled, they've been burnt with other ones as well. So just be careful. Arden A, Stephen, where did you buy your VRA OKX? No, I bought it at KuCoin. I really like KuCoin. How do you think this bull run is likely to end? I don't think it's going to end as such. I don't think we're going to see a big crash down and it suddenly turns into a kind of bear market. I think what's going to happen with the likes of Bitcoin, I think we're going to see that run up to possibly $100,000 by maybe the end of the year, or even $70,000 that people are talking about. So we'll see that. Then we'll just start to see a gradual kind of decline and a tapering off, and maybe 60,000 or 50,000 for the next few months. And I still think the alts are going to come in and still do well. We're just going to see a gradual kind of move sideways, I think, is going to happen. But I still think that we've got Altseason coming up, and this is where you're going to get the big, even the large alts are going to 5x, 10x as well. And I want to kind of look at that as well. So we've looked at the 10x plus. Now these are the 10x coins I'm looking at. Huobi token, spoken about before. I think this is up and coming. They've got their own, if you think, protocol as well. If you think about that and think about what they're doing, I think Huobi token is up and coming. I think that could easily 10x. Terra Luna, I think if this kind of goes down to $8 again, I'll definitely be kind of trading it again. I think this could easily 10x. Cosmos, easy 10x as well. Hedera, Hashgraph, HBAR, Harmony One. I'm really looking forward to Harmony One, what they're doing as well. I think a lot of the old kind of Binance IEOs are going to come up. So look at the old Binance IEOs. A lot of them are going to come up as well. Swissborg in the DeFi space looking really good. Arweave, KuCoin token, brilliant. Only 633 million market capitalization for that. I think that's easily a 10x up to 6 billion. A lot of people still trade on KuCoin, still like it. I do like it. 1inch, 586 million. iExec, RLC, big one. Cello as well, or Cello, 438. I think that's another one of the Binance IEOs. I think that could come up. Reef Finance looks brilliant for a 10x as well. I think that could easily 10x from here and go up to 3.6 billion. And Band Protocol, another one of the Binance IEOs that could do really well as well in the Oracle space. It's only 332 million just now. If you look at where it's been, I think it's been much higher than that. We know it's been much higher than that. Okay, the max, we see $20, but what was the market cap? Market cap was $608 million. So I think you're going to see the oracles. We did have a kind of brief look at the oracles again. This is where Modify comes in, or Modify comes in as well. I think you're going to see them coming to the fore at some point as well. Band Protocol will be up there. And if you look at the other oracles as well, obviously Chainlink, iExec, RLC, Band, API 1.3, or API 3, sorry, is something I recommended at $2. It's now $6.36. I think that'll go up as well. Teller's going to go up. And some of the other ones I haven't looked at. Modify, I think, is definitely 10x. Only 33 million market cap. What's some of the other ones? Or iChain as well could be good. Umbrella Network, look good as well. Room, I've kind of suggested that as well, recommended that one. And the Oracle space, and what was the other? Bogged Finance. I think that could be another one. I've recommended that, I can't remember the price. And Orakuru as well. So there's some brilliant plays out there. So just kind of pick a niche, or just pick the ones you think are going to do really well, 10x. So these are some of the ones I think are going to 10x. So I'll post a link to this as well. These are 10xers. Then you go down to, once you've made money on that, if you're up to, I don't know, $200,000, $250,000, once you've done that, then you're looking at 5x's. You want to play it safe. You don't want to risk a lot of your money. And these are some of the ones that I think are going to 5x this year. So we're talking about this year. Ethereum, I don't think there's any question that it's going to 5x this year, up to $13,000 from this price. Binance Coin could it 5x and go to $1,500 this year? Probably, or say $2,000. Cardano is up and coming all the time. Cardano have got a really loyal kind of base, and anything they're going to be coming out with on the Cardano kind of platform is just going to be amazing. So look at that as well. Look at the ecosystem of Cardano and start looking at the ones that could really be up and coming. But could that 5x and go to, I think it could go to $10 by the end of the year, definitely. XRP, a lot of people discounted XRP. I don't see why you should. I think we've got a $6 XRP coming up as well by the end of the year. Polkadot up to $100, quite easily, $135, quite easily. Uniswap, once they get the shit sorted out, and version 3 kind of really kicks in, they've got all the coins on there, and it's just a bit of a mess just now. But yeah, that's come down, and I think that could go to easily $125. Chainlink up to $100 easy. Solana is going to be the one up and big coming one. Look at the Solana ecosystem as well, see what they're doing, and you'll be able to find some 10x's, 20x's, 30x's in the Solana ecosystem. Polygon as well, formerly Matic, easily $10. VeChain is easily going to be 60 cents. Neo, a lot of people not talking about Neo. I think that's going to go to $300, $400, $500. Neo 3.0 coming out. I think that's going to be an easy 5x as well. So let me know what you think. What time are we on? 10:49. God, time goes quick. Brando 25, $100 million transferred from Tether Treasury to Bitfinex just now on whale alert. Wow. So there's going to be some big buys coming in then. Be Free, what do you think for the future? Flare? I haven't heard of Flare. DFLR. Gene, price prediction for Litecoin this year. So we'll start to look. Somebody else asked for the chart for VIDT. So look at Verasity. Verasity had a kind of falling wedge. It did. We've got Verasity as well. We've got this kind of bullish pennant. We had a bullish pennant, but the structure just kind of broke down. I was talking about it every day on Twitter, and everybody's gone, for Christ's sake, stop talking about this bullish pennant. But it kind of broke down big time with a crash as well that came up. But we've still got this descending wedge just now, and it's just testing that wedge at the moment. With the crash happening, everything's kind of gone to pot with regards to TA. So we'll just take this off. And we've still got support there at 1.2 cents. Even after the crash, that was kind of went down to 1.2 cents. But I still see this going up, and it's going to go up quick. When it blows, it's going to blow big, and it's going to blow quick as well. We still might go down from here. We still might see 1.7, 1.5 cents again for Veracity if Bitcoin falls to that $34,000, $35,000 level, like I think it's going to do over the weekend. But Veracity, I feel we're going to do, is going to break out. So we just need to break out from this kind of area here, which could be a big way up from here. That's not working. You're talking about 50% to go up from here, but I think it could easily do that. So that's Veracity, and what are the one we were talking about? VIDT. VIDT. So quick looking at it, we'd look at the bigger picture. So down obviously with the crash just now. So what we first have to do is kind of look at or do traffic lights. So put the kind of lower support area in. So this will be the lower support area, so we'll put that in red. Here's the next kind of logical support area. This is on the daily. Next support area here, you're probably talking around about this area here, and we'll put that in orange. And we'll put the green here at the top. So that's your traffic light charts. And this is just a quick way of kind of looking at technical analysis. And you're just looking at supports, that's all you're doing. And I just call it traffic light charts. You can check the hashtag traffic light charts on Twitter. I've done a couple of them on Twitter as well, and I'll put the link down below for my Twitter handle. But I like doing the traffic light charts. So we've got support here for VIDT as well as 60 cents. If it does go down, we'll probably wick down below that. If Bitcoin does go down, probably wick down below that. But we've got hard support here at 42 cents. So with the crash, it went down to 42 cents again. You can see here in the past that's been previous kind of support. So we're calling that the kind of hard support. We've got soft support here at 60, and we've got the high here of $1.43. So where would you go to next for this after the crash? Once kind of Bitcoin gets over itself, you're looking at the next area of resistance at 91 cents for VIDT. And I think that it's been up there before, and I think it'll kind of easily get up there again just by looking at it. 68 cents at the moment, so I think could go up to there, but I think we're going to come down first for everything. So I'm just saying that about all alts, not just VIDT, but I think this is going to come down. You'll see a wick down here to possibly the 43 cent area again. So we'll see, it just depends what happens with Bitcoin. Luna, this is the one I'm kind of looking at just now. You can see we're kind of going sideways with Terra Luna just now, and we'll just look at the big picture again. So this, looking at the daily chart, you wouldn't trade this because you just go, this is just way too volatile, and we're on a big downward trend for Terra Luna. But because of the potential of it, I think this could be, you could pick up some really cheap. So I'm going to go here and put this in as a support area. So what I've done just below this, I think $7.33, I have put in an order for $7.33. Do I think it's going to get to that? If Bitcoin does go down to $34, $34,000, if it does go down, we could get to that, and my order might be hit, the limit order that I've got in, and that'll be a brilliant steal, I think, at $7.33. So anything below $8 is, I think, is a steal for Terra Luna. So I think that could do extremely well. And if you look at kind of resistance there as well, 21.81, I don't even think. Yeah, I think Terra Luna is going to be at a big play. I think I've got that in my 10x one. It's not a 10x plus, but 10x for sure. Sol as well, $43.65. And because of all this that's going on just now, Sol just now, they've been listing on Coinbase Pro, and that news kind of pushed them up a wee bit, but not by that much because of sentiment in the market just now. So I think this is another one. I think this could come down to about $35. If it does, I'd be looking to get into that if my Terra Luna doesn't hit. But I think Sol will bounce up higher quicker than Terra Luna. So if this does go all the way down, you could have got it $26 the other day when the crash happened. That'd have been a brilliant, amazing price to get in. And then you could have sold out $52, waiting and coming back down again and get back in. So you could have doubled up on the amount of Sol you had. It's a big one for the future, easy 5x, I think. What was the other ones? Any thoughts on Kava? That was another kind of Binance IEO. Kava's going to do well as well, I think. I got some ETH at 389. Wow. When it was that price, obviously not in the crash. DFLR, I don't know at all. LTC, that was the other one. LTC. Because I think I missed this last week. Was this from Gene? Yeah, I think I missed this last week from Gene. So LTC is actually looking quite good. For me, I think LTC is going to do, or Litecoin is going to do quite well. So we're saying that, we'll just go to the daily. Okay, we're going to take the volume off. Don't need the volume for just now. So you can see here, it's broken this kind of support line it had. Clear support line. It broke through that, obviously, with the crash. But it's trying to get back up to that, and that'll probably act as resistance just now. That'll probably what's happened before it breaks through again. And as I said, I think this is all to do with kind of Bitcoin, looking at that. But where did it go to? It did go up to $412. That was on the 11th of May. I'm going to look at the weekly, actually. Yeah, 369 was previous, so it did break its all-time high. Okay, I'm shooting back down again. So I think you're going to see Litecoin going back up again after kind of the weekend. We're going to start to slowly go back up. I think more and more people are going to start using it for its intended purpose as well. So I think Litecoin is good. I think BTC, Bitcoin, it's a cryptocurrency. Originally, it's meant to be a cryptocurrency. It's meant to be used to pay for things. I don't think it is going to be. It's going to be a store of value. So you're going to be looking at the next cryptocurrency, real cryptocurrency, and I think Litecoin could be it. People are going to start using it for payments as well. But there's loads of them that you could do that with, to be honest. So Litecoin, I still think is going to come up. I think people are going to be looking at that and thinking this could do really well. Same with Ethereum Classic as well. I think Ethereum Classic could do well. Now that Ethereum is kind of going to be used as a store of value as well. I'm certainly using it as a store of value at the moment for the pension pot. So I'm not using it to build dApps on. I'm not using it for anything like that. I'm using it as a store of value just now and to make payments. I'm doing everything on Ethereum. So Ethereum Classic could be an up-and-coming one as well. That could do extremely well. $180 it did go up to 3rd of May. So it's kind of jumped already, but it could do well in the future. $72 just now, 176. If this does come back down at $41, that would be a steal as well. You'd probably get 5x out of that quite easily if it did come back down to that price. So prediction for the end of the year, Gene, for Litecoin. To Control Z. For Litecoin 206, you're probably going to reach all-time highs. I'd say for Litecoin, you're probably talking about $500-600 for the end of the year. For Litecoin, I think possibly higher than that. I think there'll be news coming out about Litecoin as well, and it's going to get more adoption. It needs adoption, but I think Litecoin $500-600. So 2x from here. Gene, Chris, likes folks, thanks very much. Great show, Steve, God the boy, thanks very much, mate. I do appreciate that. Dol, thanks, and my pleasure. Rob Fiddler, what are your thoughts on Unilayer? There appear to be a few airdrops with them at present by holding their tokens, i.e. MakiSwap, EasyBake, and I don't really know too much about it. I did look at it in the past. I've not looked at it just now. I've not really got time to look, but I do like it. I did like it back then. I've not looked at it over the past few weeks. Johan, thanks very much, my pleasure. Gene, cheers Steve, another brilliant show, thanks very much mate. Mark Innes, great, I've got 3 of the 5Xs, excellent. I do like the 5Xs, but once you make money, if you're coming in with $1,000, then you need to look at the 100Xs or the 10Xs plus. Could we also take a look at DexTools? Would you consider it as strong as the other 10X plus? Oh yeah, DexTools, I kind of mentioned this in the group, but I called this in the group. So DexTools, I didn't put that in. So if we think about it, with DexTools, if we think about it, what do we use every single day of our crypto life? DexTools, we use that all the time, but nobody's looking at the underlying kind of platform, which is DexTools, and they've got a lot to offer. So I called this at 49 cents. It's gone down obviously with the crash. I called it at 49 cents, but look at the market cap of this. It's only $34 million market cap for something that's going to be used every single day, and millions of people are using this every single day. And they've got a subscription. It's a subscription-based model that they've got with DexTools. But if you look what they're offering, just now DexTools, Obviously, they've got bots there as well. You can create your own bot as well. They've got subscription, store your data, notifications, responsive as well. But they've got here, this is the standard. So you need 20,000 to hold 20,000 of these. 20,000 is what, $6,000 now because of 34 cents, round about that. It was costing about $10,000 when it was 50 cents. So about $6,000 to get all the kind of real-time data and looking much more into as well. You've got a wallet, a tracker, no advertisements, token pairs, limit orders as well that you can do once you've got standard. Don't think you can do that with free. No, you can do it with free. Premium is 100,000, and you get Dex Share as well, which is like a launch pad as well, and Dex Force and Dex Force Ventures. So it could be well worth it. 100,000 to get then, that would be $30,000. I still think it could be worth it. So this is very, very undervalued, and thanks for bringing that up, Johan. Really appreciate it. It's extremely undervalued. I've not got any myself, but I recognise it. Extremely undervalued. I called it 49 cents. I think this could easily go up to $5 as well. It's a 10xer at least. So DexTools, definitely look into it. And if you want to kind of utilise it as well, just hold it in your wallet. 100,000 would be brilliant because of the Dex Force and Dex Force Ventures as well. The other one I'm going to look at as well, if we look at DexTools, I'm just looking at it just now, and I put a couple of $1,000 into it. I don't know if it's even in the top 10. It's not. So Zoot token. So Zoot, I don't know if this is the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So Zoot has come down just now, 2741. So it's just at the early stages. This is a meme coin, 27 million. This could possibly 10x. But it was going great guns this morning. It went up to 4,535, and you've got 9 zeros. So this could be a kind of an okay meme coin. So again, once you look at the meme coins, look at the liquidity, look at the volume, and then you start to look at ETH Explorer. See how many holders they've got, 2,405. And look at the wallets. They've got the burn address, 44% are burnt, and they've got 100 quadrillion tokens, I believe. Yeah, 100 quadrillion there, you can see up there. And I don't know about these addresses, if these are for exchanges. I think they've been listed on an exchange already. And this is for Uniswap, 1.3% in Uniswap. This is for liquidity. I think that's locked liquidity. So this could be the next 10xer, could be the next 100xer. I don't know. It's not even on the top here yet on DexTools. It's not on the top, but I think it will be. You'll see that probably later on today. This will go up on the top 10 here and the hot pairs on DexTools. So might be wrong. Do your own research, obviously. It might be wrong on that. But the website, if you look at the website as well, Zoot token finance. And this is a meme coin, as I said. Make money on these and start putting money into your kind of 5xers and your 10xers. So this is a different kind of one though. The kind of is a kind of betting one, and it actually looks quite good. So each race will feature 5 to 10 animal coins. That's all these kind of dog coins and cat coins or whatever's out there, competing for the top one in development. The investor has a few minutes to bet on the coin with the fastest growth rate in a specified duration. The winners would proportionally share 95% of the loser's wages. So you can bet on it, called Z Prediction, you can bet on it, and I don't know how much you'd put in, maybe $10 or something, if there's loads of people doing that. There's only one kind of team wins, one of the dog coin wins, or one of the animal coins win, and it's shared out between all the winners. So 95% are going to lose, 5% are going to win. And they've got a Z index there as well, and Zoopad can cooperate with reputable animal coins projects to market their coins directly via the Zoopad interface. This could be a good one, and thanks to, there's a few people that shared in the group a couple of days ago, so thanks to you for sharing in the group. I kind of looked at it and I thought, I'm swithering whether to go into it or not. And I got in this morning, it'd already gone up 200%, but I thought, I'm going to put a few $1,000s into it. It looks different from all the rest, and it could, and just small differences like that could make all the difference. Mark Innes, Steve, I've got a made with a big bag of Neo, $300 plus this year. Yes, I do believe it will go to $300 plus for Neo. I think it's going to be at least a 5xer for Neo. I think very underrated, very overlooked at the moment, I think, Neo. Mark Innes saying, come on VRA, yes, I know, that'd be fantastic. Johan saying, cheers. Okay, that's it for just now. Oh, this always goes really, really quick. I wished I could just stay on and talk all day, just to do a 24-hour kind of live and just talk and just kind of research tokens as well. Where are we with Bitcoin? Because I love doing this. So it's up to 40,816. So it's kind of going the way I'm thinking. So this, I didn't say this at the beginning. So I think what's going to happen is you've got Europe waking up. Obviously, they're going to be buying the Bitcoin. And you've got America will be waking up soon. Although we've got a couple of people from America in already, and they're up very, very early. Thanks for staying with me. So I think once America wakes up in for the next 3-4 hours, they'll start buying Bitcoin. They'll see it going up. But then they'll be thinking, okay, the weekend's coming. I don't want to be stuck in Bitcoin. It's going to start going back down. And this is where, come Friday night, come tonight, I think we're going to see the downturn in Bitcoin going to maybe $34,000, $33,000. Then it goes up. That's just my opinion. I wouldn't base any decision on my opinion at all. So just do your own research and put your big boy pants on, your big girl pants on, and take it from there. Okay, on that note, I'll go just now. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate you. And if you want to join a group, everything's free, as I said, link down below. And I'll catch you later on. Till next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.